just got a quick chat with you today, and I wanted to share my breakfast. And I've got a tip for you today, and I wanted to have a discussion about non-scale victories. And right down below, what is your non-scale victory that you've had this week? See you on the flip side. Hi, I wanted to do a quick video today and touch up with some thoughts that I had in my head today. Yeah, my cough is still here. It's not quite as bad as it has been being. It seems that at night is when the cough gets worse, and then in the morning I cough up a bunch of stuff, which is healthy because it gets rid of that phlegm. But it's still there. It's still lingering, but it'll get. It is getting better. I can tell. Sitting here with my breakfast, and I'll show you. Well, no, that's not what you want to look at. There we go. It is an egg omelet with chicken and a side of sausage. And let me tell you something. Normally I would have had that extra sausage. It would have just been the omelet or the eggs and then some meat and cheese. But I'm really hungry this morning. And I think I went too long without eating because I was really hungry, and so that's where this extra sausage come out. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, and it is now what time is it? Let's see. After 11. Yeah, 11:15. Anyway, so I waited to. I had a friend of mine needed a ride, and so I went and helped them, and and so and then I went to Walmart and come back and I fiddled around. So normally I would have come home and then fixed something to eat, and I'd been fine. I wouldn't have had this extra piece of sausage. So, but I've learned that for myself, that if I wait too long to eat, if I get past the hungry part, that I tend to eat more, and if I'm not careful, at least when I was eating carbs, if I ever got past a certain point of hunger, it didn't matter how much I ate, I was always hungry. It's like perpetual hunger if I went past a certain point. And it's not so bad now on keto because the fats are filling me up and I don't get still hungry the rest of the day. But like I said, normally I wouldn't eat this much for breakfast. But anyway, that's not why I wanted to do this video. I've been thinking today, and even yesterday, about non-scale victories. And I had one today. I did a quick Instagram post on it. And that's the dogs. I said a friend needed a ride somewhere, so got into the car, and I told everybody about barely fitting behind the steering wheel, and it was getting easier, and it is really, I barely rub now, but I haven't been able to wear my seatbelt because it's just couldn't fasten it, couldn't even get it between me and the steering wheel to even try to fasten it. So for the last couple of years at least, I have not been wearing a seatbelt because it wouldn't fit. So I thought, let me try. Just let me try. Zip, zip, click. No problem. Not even an extension in it. I had no problem. It clicked, and I was amazed. I figured I would at least struggle. No. Of course, it's as far out as it'll go, but it fit. So for the first time in a couple of years at least, I wore a seatbelt. So, yay! Non-scale victories, they're awesome. But I wanted to say, we focus on numbers. And it's not just keto, but any diet, or it doesn't even have to be a diet. We are obsessed with numbers. The numbers on the scale. Our measurements. What size we want to be. Somebody will say, "Oh, well, I want to get down to a size, to where I'm 150, or I want to wear a size 2." Me, I would never be able to wear a size 2, even at my skinniest, but that's beside the point. But what I'm saying is, we are obsessed with numbers. I've seen posts on the keto sites, so many posts about people saying, I've been on this for a week and I've only lost so many pounds. You've lost pounds, there should be no only. But we compare our numbers to what other people's numbers are. And what I'm saying is, we shouldn't even be focused on those numbers. What we should be focused on is small, non-scale victories, like the seatbelt. That's, that means more to me than what the number says. Of course, the numbers tell me I'm going down, and I'll get a thrill every time it does, but what I'm saying is, we're focused on numbers, and we should focus on other things. Don't become obsessed over numbers, because we all know numbers lie. Don't say this to a mathematician, but we know the scale is not always accurate. Jeans fit better, and yet it shows we gained. Our bodies change weird. I don't know if what's going on there, but we can tell, or other people. Sometimes we can't tell, but other people can tell where things are changing, and things fit better, and we can wear things that we couldn't wear before, or we can walk from here to the fence where we couldn't before. That's telling us more right there than the numbers on the scales do. So it's just it's just something that's been going through my mind. I think we do focus on the numbers too much, and when those numbers don't tell us what we think they should tell us, then we become depressed, or some people actually want to just give up and walk away. I didn't lose what I wanted to lose. Well, but you're walking better, you're feeling better, your knees don't hurt. That's another thing, and I just now realized that. Okay, I keep let me look at this. Okay, see, ibuprofen, back and body, acetaminophen. You can't see this, okay? Because I was always hurting. My knees are always hurting. My back's always hurting. Something was always hurting. And I have not been taking any of those. Last week, at least. I'll take it back. I did take a couple of ibuprofen. But I think it's because I actually had a headache from this cold instead of my body hurting. My body still hurts, but not as often as it has been. So the pain is being released. So there's a non-scale victory right there that I just now realized. And that is better than any number on the scale, because it's less pain. So that's just, let's focus on other things other than the numbers. Although the number does tell us where we were and where we're going, it doesn't tell us the whole story. So, okay. Now, what I thought I would do is give a tip. When I first started, I would snack a lot because, I was always used to eating more. Um, I, and my schedule tended to not be regular with everybody else. So there were times that, if I was at home, I didn't want to immediately wake up and fix breakfast, especially if we were going to my brother's and or somewhere out to eat and going to eat at, say, 12 o'clock, or whatever it is. I just didn't want to feel like eating. And I was just, barely hungry. What I would do is I would get these turkey snack sticks. And they're Old Wisconsin. One stick, and these are pretty good sized sticks. See, has one carb. Yeah, 1 gram of carb. Two sticks. One stick has a half carb, so 2 sticks is 1 carb. And this is what I would do if it wasn't convenient to eat right then. Instead of going past that hunger, like I was just telling you, where I want to eat and eat and eat, or eat too much, I would eat 1 or 2 of these, and it would satisfy me enough until it was convenient to eat. So, and I did this. This actually, I think, helped me with becoming fat adapted, because I wasn't always wanting to eat all the time. And so, let me say that. I don't think it helped me become fat adapted. I think that, let's try this again. This is what I did for when I started, and then when I become fat adapted, I guess I didn't need them anymore because I wasn't as hungry anymore. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So, and this is also for breakfast, lunch, whatever it is. Unsweet tea, green tea. Man, I never realized until I started doing these videos that I ramble a lot. I would never have thought myself to be a rambler, but apparently I am. So anyway, my next video will probably be me getting ready for tops, and I'll discuss a few things while I'm getting ready, and then we go to tops, and I'll have my mom videotape me as I weigh in, so you can actually see what the scale says. Yeah, I know, numbers, but it's just part of that map. But anyway, I just want to touch in with everybody and let you know that numbers, tell us where we're going, but they're not everything. Let's not focus completely on the numbers. And that being said, I do wish that I had taken my measurements at my highest point so I can measure now, because I can tell a difference. But I didn't. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to take measurements and then see later on. I don't know. We'll see. But, okay, that was it. So, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good day, and keto on, and go make some happy memories. Later.